So we've heard a bunch of rumors out there, reports about Bill Belichick and his future with the New England Patriots. And now there's a report out today saying that Bill Belichick is going to meet with ownership on Monday to discuss his future as head coach of the New England Patriots. They play the Jets on Sunday, which could be the last game that the Hall of Fame coach ever does coach for the New England Patriots. We've been back and forth on this topic. Is he going to get fired? Should he get fired? We've been back and forth basically throughout this entire season when all these reports came out that this could be Belichick's last year. Some other interesting reports that came out today and yesterday was that Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft actually fought over who should be the offensive coordinator for this season. Bill Belichick wanted to stick with Patricia and grow with Patricia as the OC for the New England Patriots, while Robert Kraft stepped in and said, no, I want Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien came in, asked if he could change some of his own offensive pieces. Belichick said, you can make one change, and I believe the tight end coach he chose. He couldn't make any other change besides one singular change. A lot of coaching staff screw-ups and mishaps and back and forths throughout, basically, I want to say, Mac Jones' tenure with New England. 3 straight OCs, a complete tire fire of an offense, and that entire situation. So this game has a lot riding on it. Belichick's future, the future of the New England Patriots, where their draft pick potentially goes, if they're going offensive line, quarterback, wide receiver, whatever the case may be, a lot rides on this game. I want to know, do you think that this Sunday against the Jets is an absolute must-win for the New England Patriots?
I do. I think it is a must-win. And I have something I want to read, Nate.
Go for it.
Okay, since this is this talk of Bill Belichick being fired.
Go for it.
I call it Ode to Bill.
Ode to Bill?
Yeah. He's the winningest active NFL coach. His strategy and schemes are always above reproach.
He's a poem.
6 Super Bowl wins have been forgotten by his naysayers. When he won, he always gave all the credit to his players. Maybe his draft picks weren't always the best, but he's won more than 300 games when put to the test. The greatest NFL player in history, Tom Brady, played for him. If they fire Bill now, it will be very grim. Give him another chance to redeem and return to glory. If you don't do so, Robert Kraft, you will surely be sorry.
That's your ode to Bill. That was really good. I respect that. Well,
thank you. I do think this is a must-win.
Go for it.
I think the Patriots will get the win. They have the Jets' number. The Jets have Trevor Siemian at quarterback. He'll be confounded out there against one of the best defenses in the NFL. I think Bailey Zappi, hopefully not 4 turnovers, 3 interceptions in the first 14 minutes of the game this week. I think in the first couple plays of the game, he ought to hand it off. I mean, 2 weeks in a row on the first play of the game, he's turned the ball over. So I think they ought to let him warm up a little bit, hand the ball off a couple of times before you let him throw it. And I think the defense will be all over the Jets. The Jets have a good defense, but I think the Patriots will find a way to win.
And I don't know why, no idea why. I'm picking the Jets in this game. And you know what? Hear me out. How perfect would it be in the sense of just irony and the poetic nature of it if Belichick, who spent about 5 minutes with the New York Jets, then came to the Patriots. They went on this big streak against the Jets. My first ever game that I ever went to was the last time the Jets beat the Patriots. And so far they've won for the past 7.5 years, 15 straight games against them. How perfect would it be if Belichick's last game, the last ever game he coaches for New England, he loses to Trevor Siemian and that abysmal Jets team? And I really can't say it's abysmal because the Jets do have a better record than the Patriots. But I just think, just based on everything that has happened this season, the Jets have a really, really good defense. Really good. They're top 10. I think they're as recently as like a couple days ago, they were the number 3 in total defense. So when I look at this game, do they have better receivers? They have one better receiver than the Patriots. But I think if we're talking about receiver depth, I'll give it to the Patriots. Do they have the better quarterback than the Patriots? No, I don't think Trevor Siemian's a better quarterback than Bailey Zappi. I think both are probably the bottom 3, bottom 4 quarterbacks in the league. Do they have a better offensive line than the Patriots? No. No, they don't. The Jets' offensive line is, I think, second last, and the Patriots, at least I believe, at the 27th or 26th best offensive line. So near last, but not quite. Do they have a better defense than the New England Patriots? Well, let's take a look at the updated numbers, shall we? So right now, currently, the Patriots have the number 6th best defense in the league. The Jets have the number 5th. So yes, the Jets do have a slightly better defense.
Over the last 7 weeks or so, I bet the Patriots are better than they are.
I would agree.
That's a whole season. I mean, the Patriots'
Right.
defense wasn't that great at the beginning. I mean, they had those injuries. It took them a while to recover from that.
Right.
So the last 7 or 8 weeks, I bet the Patriots' defense has been one of the best.
I'll also say this. What we've seen so far this season is Bailey Zappi, while, yes, it may have looked better when he threw the ball, it maybe has a little bit more zip to it, or maybe...
Zappy. It has more zappy to it. Zap.
Maybe, when he throws it, his motion looks a little bit cleaner than Mac. What's the result, though? It's the same. They both have 2 wins on the season, except the difference was, I would say Mac Jones actually had a better win when he was against the Bills. He had tougher competition between Mitch Trubisky and a Broncos team that was literally being torn apart between the quarterback and the head coach. While, yes, it was impressive you scored 20 points in 1 quarter, it was against one of the worst teams, culture-wise, we've seen, with Sean Payton and Russell Wilson, both falling apart and at each other's throats, basically. And when Bailey Zappi had an opportunity to do what Mac Jones did, to tie Mac Jones, can he beat the Buffalo Bills? It was ugly. Oh, it was pitiful. That first quarter, and then a little bit into the second quarter when he threw that 3rd interception, that was terrible. That was demoralizing. So, Bailey Zappi couldn't beat the Bills. Mac Jones can. And I think, can Bailey Zappi beat the Jets? I don't think he can. I think just based on the defensive matchup, I think it's going to be an extremely low-scoring game. The last time they played, Mac Jones won 15-10. It's ugly. It's going to be low-scoring. I don't see Bailey Zappi going out and throwing for 280 to 300 yards.
It could be snowing.
Of touchdowns.
It might be snowing.
It is going to be snowing. That's what the weather permits. Belichick is sick right now. He's under the weather. So he's going to be out there, though. I guarantee you he's probably going to be out there coaching. But I think this is Belichick's last game. Do I agree with it? Not really, because I think just if Belichick could accept the fact that he's been a horrible GM and they get a new GM, I think it could work, because look at the defense. It's 6th in the league still when everything else is crumbling. Get yourself a proper GM. You could maybe get offensive talent. I'm going the Jets win. They end the 7.5-year streak, the 15-game straight streak. Bailey Zappi can't get it done. I go low scoring, and by low scoring, I really mean low scoring. 12-9 Jets win. 12-9. I don't think the Patriots score.
You really think the Patriots can kick 3 field goals with their kicker?
No. I think they score a touchdown
And a safety?
No. They're going to score a touchdown without the extra point. Because we've seen Chad Ryland. He can't hit 30-yarders.
Okay, well then he's got
struggle.
to kick 1 field goal then.
It's good. 1 field goal. And you better hope it's within the 20. Because there's no shot. You bring him out to the 40 to 49 yards. I think he's 3 of 6, I believe. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken. He's horrible.
He's gone.
Lowest graded kicker.
They had
in the
a decent
NFL.
kicker. They would have won 3-4 more games.
Definitely the Colts. Probably the Giants 7-10.
The game last weekend against the Bills.
They were down by. Oh, okay,
They're down by 6.
Yeah.
He missed 2 field goals.
I'll say the Chargers. You lost 6-0 was rough. Mac Jones never had a loss like that. He's had some ugly losses. He never got. Correction, he did have a bad loss. The 34-0 game against the Saints. That was a bad loss.
Yeah, and the Cowboys.
The Cowboys,
that one too.
They did score a field goal though.
Yeah.
So I don't think Bailey Zappi could do it. I could be wrong. It's not one of my picks for my Harvey Hot End. I stayed away from this game.
I just don't think that Trevor Siemian's going to have a clue against the Patriots' defense. I think they'll have a scheme for him, and he won't know what he's doing out there.
If Zach Wilson
it could be,
was in there,
it could be that the quarterbacks are kind of taken out of this game as the running game, because if it's snowing, they may pretty much go to the running game, and that there probably the Jets do have a an advantage. Their running backs are maybe stronger than the Patriots, unless Ramondre Stevenson is back. They're going to have him back.
He's on IR.
Game.
He's on IR, so he's done for the year. I do think if they go with the run game, I would say Breece Hall over Ezekiel Elliott, 100%.
Zeke's played pretty well.
Yes. But when it comes to this, let me ask you this, because I thought of this, and I would have felt really, really good about this pick. If Zach Wilson was out there, would you think they have a better or worse shot winning this game if Zach Wilson was the quarterback of the Jets for this game? He's out with a concussion again this week.
I think I put Trevor Siemian and Zach Wilson kind of in the same bucket.
So you don't think it makes a difference?
I don't think it makes a difference.
Interesting. Because I would have felt much better if Zach Wilson was out there with the way he played, in his last, or not his last game. His last game he got shellacked. But if Zach Wilson had a resurgence like he did that first game after being benched, where it was like, oh my God, he had nothing to lose. He was just slinging the ball around.
Well, Zach Wilson's never had figured out Bill Belichick's defense.
Right.
They put him into situations where he makes lots of mistakes, lots of interceptions, fumbling the ball, bad reads. Yeah, I think probably Zach Wilson's happy he's not playing this weekend.
I don't know.
I think Zach Wilson probably wants to be out of New York after this season.
And my guess is he probably will be.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, if you want to check out the full episode, make sure you click the I in the top right-hand corner right now. If you want to listen to this show anywhere you go, make sure you go to anchor.fm/The Harvey Hour or anywhere you get your podcasts.